Hello, welcome back to Blend Sushi Live Learning. In this episode, I'll be sharing with you my creations, basically inspired by Mr. Donut and also takoyaki. You might have seen something like this in the past. So this is Mr. Donut, and I definitely like this donut. I tried it once in Tokyo. It's basically like a donut, but it's also kind of have this signature of rounded uh, dough kind of thing that's kind of blending and merging together. So it's kind of cute, and I also, like I said, it's inspired by takoyaki, which is this octopus balls, usually with some topping like mayonnaise and some soy sauce. But anyway, yeah, we got this takoyaki Mr. Donuts. This is actually really simple to create. I thought I might share this with you guys because it's gonna unlock your understanding of geometry nodes a little bit more. And you can do this using the latest Blender 2.93 Alpha because it has some neat features such as this circle mesh nodes inside geometry node itself. And the way I created this is really just using the point to volume, volume to mesh, because we have like if you take a look inside mesh, you know you can see there's like circle, cone, cylinder, line, plane. Those are kind of like mesh starting points that you can use together with points to volume and volume to mesh to create something like this. So in my creations, I actually started with a plane, but I just delete everything underneath the plane. But you might notice here that in the end, the starting geometry needs to be plugged into join geometry in order for the material to comes in. Okay, so that's actually really important. And let me try to do a quick breakdowns. So what's really going on? There is so I started with a circle, and the circle parameters such as vertices and radius has been piped out so that I can control it here. So here it's really just like a takoyaki, and I can merge them together if I want to, so it's become a little bit more like a donut. Let me know. We can have more. Yeah, this is like the normal donuts. You see it's very interactive. With Mr. Donut, you have 8 balls merging and blending together, right? More or less, that's the idea. So circle, I have this attribute randomize that I didn't use. I could use this just to kind of have like a randomized donuts a little bit, just slight variations, but I don't need to use this. I can just turn it off. So circle goes into point to volume, volume to mesh. There's a lot of attributes here, just the combination of these two nodes to create the dough, because it's behaving more or less like a metaballs or like a SDF volume, whatever. So this is actually really powerful. You can increase the volume, density, just play with this a little bit more. What's coming after is, it seems complicated, but I think I can explain it. Okay, this guy is the takoyaki itself. I just fill it with a material, so that's one object already explained. And then the next one I have, okay, this is the soy sauce area. This is the interesting one. It's using another geometry, plane 001, which is currently hidden. If I reveal it, it's just like a plane, but with this plane I can control the amount of topping, the ketchup. Okay, because this is using the attribute approximity. Using the face of this plane, it's gonna generate this attribute called distance that I can use with attribute color ramp, and so that I can distribute some points on top of it. And then that points also is using points to volume, volume to mesh to turn it into this kind of I don't know what it's called, kind of like a splatters of soy sauce. Okay, and then it get the second material, so I can change the material anytime. So okay, oh, there is also this attribute fill for the boolean shade smooth. Okay, this is pretty cool. You can see here, this is what do you call it, rough. If you turn on shade smooth, it becomes smooth. It's the same as selecting this guy and then right click shade smooth or shades flat. Okay, so that's already explained. The next one is the white color sprinkles. This one is like the mayonnaise part. The mayonnaise is basically again using volume, point to volume, volume to mesh, but I just randomly distribute it. So it doesn't have any kind of, it doesn't know which areas. I mean, with this one, I have this point distribute random and point to volume. Actually, this one, I can increase it a lot. So it's really just covering the top part. This is pretty cool. But I can also just sprinkle it. So it's just becoming like a soy sauce. Yeah, I think it looks tasty enough. And then I simply attribute fill with the material. I can replace the material with any color that I want, that I specify. Yeah, I think this is explained pretty well. And then I also have additional things, the sprinkle of diamonds or whatever this red color thingy. This is actually, if I render it out, it's actually like a rainbow color. This guy is a shader that works in cycles mode. It's basically just a box, the default cube that's been smoothed, and I simply use point distribute, sprinkle it. I can control the density of these sprinkles, and I can control the size. If I want to make it like elongated, I can. Maybe I can actually just use a cylinder or something. But anyhow, you get the idea. It's just a sprinkle of point instance, and then I fill it with a color, and also I smooth it. It all comes together, join geometry. So this is basically an empty object, an empty mesh object with a single geometry nodes, and we have all this goodness of donuts, okay, or MisterDonut, or takoyaki, or even like, what is this, a chocolate Toblerone, or Ferrero Rocher, whatever it is. So yeah, if you can make something like this yourself, you understand the basic ideas of geometry nodes basically. Yeah, hopefully you find this interesting and useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.